Rachel, and today I am back. I'm in my, I nearly said my B6 Stalgie. I'm not in my B6 Stalgie. I am in my B6 book from the Angel Shop. So if you watched a couple of videos ago on my channel, you will know that I got sent a gorgeous B6 planner from the Angel Shop, and I decided to set this up as my book log. So we did do a little setup video. I think in the video I said something like, oh, we'll just set it up a little bit because it's not going to take long, and then the video was like 40 minutes long, so it did end up being a bigger video than I thought. And I didn't get to set up the monthly or fill in the weeklies, I don't think. So I thought what we would do is we'll do this week, because I am doing a weekly spread in this, and then I will take you through some other bits that I've added to it, and we'll just generally have a look at how it's going. So I've got everything I need. I've got my book. You will notice that I have also stuck my name vinyl on the front in nice rose gold foiling. It just matches the foiling that's already on the planner, and I thought that looked perfect. And then the kit that I've decided to do for this week's weekly is one that I had in my collection from Paper K. So this is the Zen Life kit, and this is like a mini kit or a PP Week style kit. I don't want to buy new stickers for this. This is not going to become something that is going to cost me money. This is literally for fun. I'm aware that this is for no reason whatsoever, and some of you might be like, oh, I don't have time for that, I'm not doing that, but I do have time for it. It's my hobby, I enjoy it, and also I really want to pass these down to Paige when she's a bit older, or maybe even Jensen. Jensen quite likes reading, and he likes to watch all the cozy mysteries on the TV with me, so maybe he'll get into that genre of reading as well, and there'll be some book reviews and stuff in here that he might find useful if he wants to read in the future. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, I'm going to be using kits that I've already got in my collection, and bits of kits that I've got left over, maybe stickers that are in my reusable sticker book that I can make a spread out of. You'll be able to see in a minute that this is not a full-on, a lot of stickers, like we need a whole kit type deal. It's not that. So I've got the Zen Life kit from Paper K. We've just got 2 sheets here. We've got our date covers, some checklists which I'm not going to use, a Monday through Sunday which I might use, a little bit of deco, lots of functional boxes, and some washi. Now obviously this washi is week sized and this planner is B6 sized, so just to add to that I have got this washi tape which I got from Stationery Pal as well. So let's have a look. What else have I got? I've also got my Kindle here because I've got some information on there that I want to pop in, just where I've read up to. Also got some pictures on my phone. I was just screenshotting where I've read up to on what night so that I could put that information in. I think what I'm going to do is, if I haven't decorated the weekly in time next time, I'm just going to write my information on anyway and decorate afterwards. I think that's going to be the best solution, because I don't want screenshots all over my phone like that all the time. That's going to be annoying. And then something else I took the time to do was just to go through and to print out all the covers of the books that I've read. So I did this twice. You may notice that I have got some double ups here, but if I put that one to the side, I will show you. These are all the books that I have read or plan to read in January, February and March. So I have read this one. I'm reading this one at the moment. Read, and then we have read, we've read, and we've read. And what I'm doing is I've got 3 months free of the Kindle Unlimited, and I'm going through that at the moment, but I'm still going to read paper books as well. I've got a lot of paper books left still. Some of these are still paper books. This one is, and I've got this one as a paper book and this one as a paper book. So I am going to still read paper books, but I'm going to read most of the books that are free that I'm into on Kindle Unlimited. For instance, I found these 2. You guys know I'm into that cozy Agatha Christie, Miss Marple. Poirot is my absolute favourite. So that type of thing. And then I'm going to go back to my paper books, but I will show you what I have printed these off for in a minute. I'll show you how I did that as well. It's nothing amazing, but if you have the app Canva, which I do, this is really good to find templates for things. So you can see the template for my thumbnail is on there as well. But what I did here, I don't know why it's called it the Blue Simpson. Copy of Blue Simpson, it said. I don't know why. I just found these little boxes, and then I stacked them so that I get 9 on the page, and I just change. You can just replace the picture with something else. I just change the picture, and that's how I do that. So then I print that out. It's no big deal. They're not kiss cut. I'm going to need to cut them with my trimmer, but that's fine. They're all square or rectangular, so we'll be all right. Right then, let's see where we got up to in here. So you saw me set this up. You saw me pop this page on. I don't think I stuck this on in the video, but I've put one of these Gorgeous This Planner Belongs To from Crafty Planning, and I just popped it over some washi. The purple washi is Stationery Pal, and that gorgeous rainbow washi is from Krell's Creations. And then of course I realised I hadn't stuck one of my moons in, so I stuck that over there. You guys saw this, but I don't think I'd written my reading challenge on, so I've now written my reading challenge on. And I've got a beautiful Pookie Bear from Pookie Bear Cuties. You saw this, and then this takes us to here. Now I did set this bit up on camera, but I didn't write in. So these are the books that I've read in January, and these are the books that I've read in February so far. I'm hoping to get Murder at the Dolphin Hotel finished just before February finishes, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books a month. So that's 10 books in 2 months, and I think that's pretty good going. I loved how this turned out. These date covers from Josephine Bow Designs were in an advent calendar a couple of years ago, and they worked perfectly for what I wanted. So you saw me set that up, and then I can't remember if I did write the books on here. I'm not sure if I did, but I decided on the calendar that it was going to be too fussy to write the date that I started and the date that I finished. So I just made a note in the top that I'm marking the date started, and I popped all the start dates for the books that I read on there. And I did hit my goal of 5 goals in January. And this next page is what is different. So this is what I am doing with one set of the books. I'm going to put down the books that I read in that month. So these are January's books here. I've also got a Fatal Crossing in. It's not on here because I started it in December, but I did finish it in January, so I popped it down. And I need to just find something to deco this bit here. But the sizing of these stickers is absolutely perfect. If anybody really wants to know what the size of those is, I will measure them with a ruler. Do I have a ruler? But write in the comments below if you want me to do that, and I'll find my ruler and I can measure them for you. So that moves us into February. Now I set this one up off camera. I'm just going with the same type of deco. I'm doing one bit of washi at the bottom and then my monthly covers. And so you can see I've got 1, 2, 3. Why do I only have 3? I thought I read more than that. Oh, because I'm writing what's finished, that's right. So this is what the date started, and this is what I've read in that month. Okay, and then so I've got my 3 books from February here. So I think that's all I'm going to get to read on here. That's all I've started in February, but I did make a note of when I got my Kindle as well, and I do love it. I got my Kindle, I love it, I do love it. So then that's going to take us into March, which we haven't set up yet, but maybe we can do that on camera. But something else that I have done is I have started doing my want to buy list. I need to make a label on my Cricut that just says want to buy. And these are the books that I intend to get either on my Kindle or in paper form. Whichever is the cheapest is what I'm going to go with, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to need more pages than this. I've only... What have I got here? I might need more pages. If I do, I'll just flip back here. And then the next thing that I'm going to do with the second set of these is I'm going to do book reviews. So I'm going to do, I found, I hope the picture is credited. Let's have a look. I found this picture on the internet. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a mark on it to say whose picture this is. If you know whose picture this is, please do feel free to credit them below. But I just found this on Google, and this is a book review that somebody is doing in their book. It looks like they're using a happy planner, and they've got a picture of the book cover, and then they've got like a 5-star rating system, and then just a quick review underneath. And I just really liked how it looked. So that's what I'm going to do in the back of the book. The trouble that I have got is I don't really know how much I'm going to read. So what I need to do is to decide where these reviews are going to start. Now my book goal for the year is 30, as you saw, but I've read 10 books in 2 months. So logically, if I carry on like that, I'm going to have that done in half a year. So maybe I should leave 60 pages. I'm not going to read 60 books in a year, am I? If I leave 60 pages, so what I'll probably do is where these dot grids start, count back 60 pages and then pop a tab in, and that's going to be my reviews. So these gridded pages, if I run out of these pages for the weekly, I'm just going to carry on doing weeklies here because I've got 15 monthlies. So I've got no plans to move out of this book until it's full, and then I'll get another one. And I don't mind if that means that I start a book mid-year. They're just going to roll on from each other, because otherwise it would just be a bit of a shame to waste all those pages and only use 12 months. So that's my plan. Anyway, let's take a look at the weekly that I did last week then. So I just did this off camera because I was just playing about and I wanted to see what I wanted to do. I decided not to back plan the weeks into January. Because it would have been a bit of a fuss. I would have been able to go back in my Goodreads app and to see when I logged what I was reading. So I would have been able to find out how much I'd been reading. But that's just a whole load of fuss. I've got the details of the books that I read in the monthly and I'm happy with that. So I just started from last week. So what we're going to do is we are going to plan this week, and then maybe we'll go back and set up for March as well, because that's only next week. So yeah, as you can see, it's nothing amazing, it's nothing too stickery, it's just a bit of fun really. So let's turn this over. I think also that I am going to tab the monthlies. I'm just going to roll with the weeks, but I am going to tab the monthlies, I think. Right then, let's get on. So we did a Monday through Sunday, and then I just used this down here at the bottom for a tracker just to mark the days that I read. And yeah, it worked all right. Do I want to do that again? Or do I want to go Monday at the top? This week at the top. Let's try it differently this week. Let's do the this week at the top. And I think I might have a go at popping the date covers this way as well. They're not going to line up and touch because they are slightly bigger than the box that I've got, but that's absolutely fine. I don't mind that at all. And this is the same thing with the Angel Shop TAS planner that I use for my social media planner. I just love how much freedom it gives me to do whatever layout that I want. I can change my mind every week because all I've got is grid on there. I've not got anything else that is sort of leading me towards doing something a certain way. And I love that. I think that's why I love my Stalogy. And you know what? When I first started planning, if you were a follower of my channel, I was a rings girl, wasn't I? I had, I think at one point I had rings set up for my normal planner, and then I had rings set up for a social media planner as well. And who would have known that down the line I would have found my comfort in book bound in every single book. I don't have a single ring bound planner, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 book bound and 1 coil. Unbelievable. I do miss how decorative you can make your rings though. I like the ease of being able to take pages out and to put them somewhere else and move things around. But that's okay, we can still tip things in a book bound, and it's definitely not hampering my enjoyment. So what are we going to do with this washi then? Let's just see what happens. So I'm just randomly going to stick it on both pages in different places. This might not work, this might end up looking a mess, but we're just doing something, you know? It's all just a bit of fun, isn't it? It's all just a bit of fun. I think in my last video I did say as well, if you wanted to add me on Goodreads, you can find me on Instagram and send me a DM with your link. Some people were sending me links and they were working. Some people were sending me them and they weren't, but I managed to find them. But I am happy to add everybody that wants adding. I think it's fun to look through what other people are reading, and I definitely found some recommendations. Also, I will have a check on my phone in a minute. I have found a few free book outlets. I think one is called BookBub. I will check in a minute. And they send you an email pretty much every day. Now, there's 99p books on there, but there is always some free books on there. So you might get an email with a suggestion of 6 or 7 books, and one of them will be free. I'm pretty sure that you put your genre in of what you're interested in as well, because mine only sends me crime thrillers. I am not really interested in romance or anything like that. Although I do think I've got one. Bless Chris. He went to the shop the other day, went to Aldi, and they had some books in. And he was like, I've got a present for you. And he came home, he gave me this book, and it was called The Unhoneymooners, I think. And he was like, he gave it to me, bless him, and he was like, the cover looks like somebody might die in it. I was like, oh, bless you. It doesn't. It's a bit of a romance novel, but I haven't said anything. I don't want to upset him. That was super sweet of him to do that. And you never know, I might get a surprise. Somebody might die in it. I don't think so. But yeah, so I'll have a look in a minute on my phone. I'm just going to put this bit of deco around. Or put it wherever. I don't know what I'm doing. This is completely different to like the normal style of thing that I'll do, but I don't mind this. This is quite fun. And we'll put this one down here maybe. Okay, that's quite cute. I quite like that. Now I was wondering about doing a Monday through Sunday just to mark what I've been reading. Will this look silly if I put this down, or do I need to change it for a smaller tracker, a weekly tracker? Maybe what I should have done is pop that there. Yeah, I'm going to pop that there and I'm going to move that. That's what I'm going to do, I think. I think it will look okay, but it definitely needs to go up in the corner over there. So let's just get my undo and just remove this. I can't remember if Paper K stickers are removable without the undo. So we'll give the undo a bit of a workout and use it to get this up here. Okay, that's come up nice enough and it doesn't look like there's too much residue left on the page. I'm just going to put that to the side so that I can decide where I want to put this first. This usually dries off quite quick, so it shouldn't be too bad. There we go. And then what we can do, I think, is if I hold it from the top, let's put it over here. Perfect. So then let's put this back somewhere. I feel like I need to move that one up to the top now as well. And we'll move this one up there, and then I think that's going to look a bit better. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts. I'm also wondering about whether or not this week I'm going to write on the page, or whether or not I'm going to write my progress on those boxes that I've got in this kit. I'm not too bothered about wasting them because I won't waste them. I'll just put the spares in my reusable sticker book. So it's not a case of that I have to use them, or I feel like I have to use them. But I'm just wondering if for a change I'm going to write, whoops, my progress on some stickers instead. So yeah, give me your book recommendations if you have any. And don't worry about if it's a different genre. I know I just said that I usually only read crime books, but if you've read something and you think it's absolutely amazing and you're like, Rach, you need to give it a go, then, you know, recommend it to me. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Right, okay. So let me get my little thing that I like to write on. Also, I feel like somewhere I had some Alvi Planning Co. tick boxes, or little ticks, but I don't know where I've put them. I think actually it would make more sense to look in the Alvi Planning Co. folder. See, she says, these are quite big though, aren't they? Can we make this work? So, what is the date of my first screenshot? This one says 56%, so we must have been, yes, that's right. So 56%, and the date, whoop, on this photograph is the 21st. 19, 20, 21, so that's Tuesday, isn't it? So we can put a tick on Tuesday. And then the next one that I have got, which is 71%, is from the 22nd, which is Wednesday. Oh, that's not so bad, is it? I quite like that actually. And then the next one that I have got is, what is Wednesdays? 71. Yeah, so last night is where I read up to whatever it says on my Kindle. And that was Thursday, because it's Friday today. I like that a lot. Right, so let's do these boxes then. Now the thing is as well, which is something that I wanted to touch on with you guys, is I marked on this first book in percentage because it says in the corner the percentage that I read. However, in a book I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm not going to figure out the percentage of the book that I've bought, because I'm not going to figure out the percentage of the book that I've read. So I will switch to pages, I think. But the trouble is that not every book that you read says the pages in the corner. So this particular one does, and I should have thought about it sooner and done it that way. But the one that I was reading before on my Kindle, which was The Shining, it had like a weird thing in the corner and it was just saying like LOC and then a number, but it wasn't the page number. I was like 300 pages in and it said like 42 or something, so I don't know what that was about. So I might swap and change between pages and percentage. I don't think it will bother me. Might bother you guys, but I don't think it will bother me. I think I will be okay. Right, so what did we say? We had 56 and 71. So 56 is Tuesday. And I was just, because I didn't want to write the, so I wrote started, oops, I'm not on camera. I wrote started Murder at the Dolphin Hotel there, but then for the rest of them I just abbreviated, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not writing that every time. I'm not going to write that every time, no way. Okay, let's use this one then. Uh, 56%. What was that one? 71%. And then my Kindle says 87% I read up to last night. I fell asleep. I have to stay up quite late because I'm administering eye drops to Dexter. 2 different types, both 4 times a day, and you can't do them at the same time. So essentially 8 separate administrations, administer, yeah? English escapes me today, I'm sorry, I'm very tired. Anyway, yeah, I fell asleep. When I woke up it was like 1:30 in the morning. And when Chris had gone to bed, it was 6 minutes past 9. So I don't know at what point I fell asleep. And then, of course, I went to bed and I was like, woohoo, I'm awake. And it was just awful. Oh. So, although I'm not actually that tired today. And also, I don't have the chance for a nap today because I promised my friend that I will help her go and walk her dog and somebody else's dog that she's looking after. She can't do the both of them at the same time. And she's like, will you come with me? So I only have to go out once. I was like, okay. Because I will take any excuse to go and cuddle somebody else's dogs. Right then. Oh, I like that. I like that. I don't mind how that's looking at all. I don't think I'll write every week on stickers. Like I said, this is not going to be like a crazy loads of stickers book. Also, this kit was from Alvi Planning Co. It was in the advent calendar, and these little boxes are from the Universal kit. So this is called the Universal kit, and actually I really like how this looks, because if I was doing a standard vertical kit with this size of boxes, I wouldn't be able to line them all up like that. So I loved how that turned out. Right, okay then. So I think for now we are good. We just need to do the date covers and then we're done. I am going to just use, let's just use these ones. We're just going to use these plain white dot ones from Midlife Designs. I'm not sure if this shop is still a shop that exists. I got these to my PO box, I think. Did I? 20. Monday is a 20. Okay, so there we have it then. That is how I'm doing a weekly spread in my book log. Now, I know that, like I said, there's not going to be a lot of you who are doing book logs like this, but if you still want me to do these videos on camera, let me know, because you can look at the layout and maybe adapt it for something different that you're doing. There's no reason why you couldn't use this for a weekly spread in your just scribble on it, you know, planner, or I don't know, log, whatever you want. Just having fun. We're just having fun, aren't we? So shall we go back then and do our monthly for March? Just because I think it doesn't warrant a video on its own, and if we're here, let's just do it, you know? Why not? So Wednesday is the 1st, and I'm just going to write in the corner again here, date started. Obviously I'm not going to have any books to write on here yet because March has not begun, but I want to also do my goal again, which is going to be 5 books again. I think that's a good goal. We're doing all right with that, so let's just stick with the same thing. I was using a dot to mark it. It doesn't really matter what colour. Let's make a decision on what washi we're going to do first, actually, and it's March, isn't it? So that's St. Paddy's Day, isn't it? Do you think we should do something green? Let me go and check my collection. Okay, so maybe it's not too St. Paddy's, but it is got a little bit of green on it, and March is also coming up for spring as well, isn't it? So I think we'll go with this. Now, this is from Stationery Pal, and this is one of those tapes that's got the backing on that you need to pull off, which, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. It's very, very pretty, and it was very affordable. I'm sure it was like £1 or £2 or something, if even that. But I'm going to do the same thing as I did last time. I feel like that's upside down. I'm going to pop it on, and then we will try. I need to start on this side actually so that I can see the spacing that I've got from this last box. Yeah, we'll pop it on. We will push it into the crease, and then we'll put our March sticker on. There we go. And I hopefully have cut it. Oh, we need to just take bits off. It wasn't too bad at all. There we go. And then the stickers that I am using to mark the month are these big ones here. I believe they're from Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that. Wherever the Paper Studio is. They're from that one. March, I said, didn't I? Which is right here. Yeah, I love them. They're really, really pretty. I wish I could write like this. And we're just going to stick that right there like that. So now that we've decided on the colourway that we were going for, we can figure out what colour dot to do. Must have a green one. Here we go. Let's have a green one. I just need one. I am going to stick it right there, and then we're going to write 5 books. I'm going to be quite savvy as well. You might think this is cheating. It's not cheating because I am reading books, but I'm being very careful about what I'm choosing. So I might choose 3 big books and then just a couple of little ones to make sure I get them in, you know. I want to get to that 5. Careful selection, not cheating. That's what we're going to call it, careful selection. Let's do the monthly then. So what did we say? February, and then March starts on the 1st. So I'm just writing in the dates. I don't want to bulk up with number stickers because all the numbers would be in the same place on the monthly, wouldn't they? And I think that that could get quite bulky and annoying in places. There's a snoring dog behind me. It's Dexter. Oh, can you hear him? Did you hear that? I hope it's picking up. Thank you so much, by the way, for all your well wishes for him. That was super sweet of you guys. It's really nice to know that you understand. I was worried when I put that video up that people might be like, oh, she's so dramatic. But you didn't. You got me. And so many comments came about your dogs as well, and I'm just trying to look whether or not there's 31 days in March. I hate that. I know there's a rhyme, but I can never get it. But yeah, I really appreciated your love and support for Dexter and all your hugs and kisses that you sent him. I made sure to give him every single one. Right then, so that is our monthly done, and that's us done then. That is us done. So let me just show you the book bulb thing that I was going to show you. So it's called BookBub, and then it just recommends me. So can you see these are 99p, but there's usually a free one. Some of them are not very good, but you know, you might find something that you want to watch, or you might find a book that is 99p and you just want to spend £1 on it. So if I go through then to view deals on site, that takes you to the website so that you guys can sign up. So yeah, I've picked categories, haven't I? I can see it there anyway, but it looks like it's www.bookbub.com. So if you're looking for some free books, maybe you can find them on there. Maybe that was a bit helpful to you. But anyway, I think we're done. So we've done our monthly. I've showed you through the bits and pieces that we did off camera. And then we've done our weekly for this week as well. And that's going to be it from me for today. If you like this video, if you can give me a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, I'll love you forever. And I'll see you soon. Bye.